Radar failure. ACS failure.
Hello everybody and welcome to something new. We are in DCS World. Today I am flying the F-15C, which you do not get with the game. Be advised, DCS is a free game, but the only thing you get is a Russian Su-25, I believe. You get one plane for free, but the rest you do have to buy, which this F-15 was picked up for me by my good friend J-Moto. Thank you, Joe. So today we're just gonna fly around. I'm not very good with the combat systems in this yet. Still learning them. I have barely touched them at all, and I'm really not gonna focus that over camera. The one thing I'm really working on, which would be quite entertaining if I fail a lot, are my landings. Landing in DCS is extremely complicated because you have to be slow sometimes, and sometimes you have to be fast, and sometimes you can't touch the ground too hard, or you will bend in your landing gear. I've only had about 3 successful landings out of the maybe 20 times I've tried to land. I've had 3 successful ones. I'm not that good. But I do enjoy flying this thing, and it is a very fun aircraft. I love it. It's very American. So we're flying around on the Hayvok practice server, and that's the runway we're taking off right there. All the targets are down that way. Like I said, we're not really focusing on that. Maybe another episode once I've learned the systems. But if you guys want to see more of this series, make sure to hit the like button, and we'll continue on. Now, the 200 subscriber special is coming, so we'll figure something out for that once the time comes. Alright, so we're going to get back in the cockpit here, and first thing we're going to do is press right control home and start engine 2. And engine 2 will start spooling up. And there you go. There goes our RPMs. It'll settle at about 67. They settle. Now, apologies if that in-game audio is a little loud. I'm trying to work out on that. And also, if you hear my joystick do that, that is because there is a one of the pieces on the bottom, like one of the bottom mount pieces, snapped off or something like that, and I can't get it back on. So it's gonna make that sound. I gotta find something to prop it so that way it doesn't make that sound, but for right now it's really nothing I can do about it. Now we're gonna press right alt home and start engine 1, because engine 2 is fully stabilized. And we're gonna push shift L, get our electrics online. And that beep, it's nothing wrong, that is just the radar. That is a SAM turret somewhere out that way. It's friendly, it's not gonna attack me. But if we did head out that way, we will probably get fired at. And no, I'm not rearming anything, because I'm not going into battle. So I know J-Moto will watch this and yell at me that I forgot to rearm. Well, you know what, Joe? I'm not fighting anything. Alright, so I gotta try to reset my mouse here. It's going all over the place. We are stabilized 7. We're gonna go ahead and give it some power. And we're going to taxi over to runway 12. Doesn't take much to get this thing going. There's no other aircraft around here, which is good. Now, one thing I am having a problem with my brakes. I am going to have to reach over to my keyboard and push W, as I do not have the brakes set to my joystick. So I am going to have to reach up on the keyboard and push W. Just thought I'd let you know that before I do my landings bad. And also, I'm not a very good pattern flyer on the F-15. I'm still practicing. But hey ho, we'll see how good I do, because I can do some good landings if I actually try. But we'll see how good I do, because I'm not the best as it is, so... And neither will I be the best DCS player. It'd be cool to be one of the best DCS players, but I don't plan to be. It's very fun sim, but I'm not a very good pilot because I'm not a trained pilot. All right, so we're approaching the runway. We're going to go ahead and click Control C and close up our canopy. It's gonna get a little bit quieter, so that way we're not dealing with all that noise. See how quiet it got? It got very quiet up here in the cockpit. And we are still taxiing to the runway. Canopy's locked. We're going to go ahead and go flaps down. for takeoff. And we will go full throttle on the afterburners for this takeoff. And then once we get to about a certain point, I will then cut the afterburners off and fly at about maybe good 75% throttle, because you don't need to be at full throttle for very long. Alright, we are lined up on runway 12. We're going to go ahead and give it full power in 3, 2, 1. We're at full power, waiting for the engines to spool up. There go the afterburners. They're going nuts right now. Very loud airplane. 100 knots. Let's got a text message. 150, rotate. And up we go. Flaps up, gear up. I don't know who texted me, but we'll see here in a second. Oh, Lord. Okay. We are, climbing. A friend of mine texted. And we're gonna back off the afterburners just a bit, and we're gonna turn for a right traffic pattern. I know this I know this seems like it should go on my FSX channel, but this is not FSX. FSX is going to be all serious flights I do. That's all I'm gonna have on there are serious things, not like this isn't that serious. This is practice. And that scares me every time. It's a friendly Sam detecting me on his radar. It still scares me. It gets me every time because I'm afraid someone's gonna lock on me and want to kill me. So we are looking good. Did I even put my flaps up? I did. So we're looking good. At around maybe, I'm gonna hold around maybe 250. Actually, we're gonna go a little bit faster than that. Maybe hold it around 300 if I can do that. And I'm barely moving my stick. Like, I can move it like a centimeter. Like, just about that, and it moves that far left and right. I'm barely moving my stick at all. I don't have any cameras set up right now, so I'm not recording my flight movements. Maybe next time I will. That's probably going to be in the future thing. I'm going to push the nose down. We're about 5 degrees nose up. Now we're flying level. This is about level flight right here. My HUD, as you can see, you have the lines. It goes up by 5. So if I go up 5, 10, 15, and then 20, that's what that is. That's how many degrees you're pitched up. And then obviously this is 0. And then 5, 10 down. So we're going to go about 5 down, and we're going to start making our turn towards the airfield, and we're going to back up our throttle a little bit. We're going to about 450 knots right now. And we're looking for the airfield. The airfield is right there off our nose. It's coming up on our 3 o'clock here. I'm going to back the throttle down just a bit more. We are going to pull out the speed brake, and we're going to put the gear down. Coming up on 300 knots now. We're about 5 degrees nose down now. Which we should be. And now we're going to continue our turn to the right to line up on final. We're currently on our base. And we're coming up on 250 here. I try to keep it around 250 on my final. Just because. And this is going to be a full stop just so I can stop it, take a look and see any damages, and then we'll take off again and do one more. Because flaps are going to come down now. We are under 200, which I don't want to be under 200, so I am going to put the speed brake away. Okay, we're over 200 now. I want to keep it at that. No lower than that, really. Other than that, the landing will be very catastrophic if I'm, like, really, really slow, which you don't want a slow landing at all. Because, trust me, it can end up for the worst. Alright, we're around 250 now. It's really recommended around 230 to 250, 230 on your final, really. Is what I'm told. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. Alright, so we're gonna double check. Gear is down. Flaps are not set. We're gonna back the throttle up now. Speed brake just a bit. There we go, put it away. Flaps coming down now. We're gonna add a little bit of power. Just a bit. We are a little high, but that's okay. We can fix that. I'm using mostly my HUD to fly. I'm looking at the little dot that's on the tarmac. We're gonna pull the throttle back and we're gonna start to flare. Look at that. Oh, we bounced. We did bounce. So I say that's successful right there. Put the nose down if I can. We're gonna brake. And did I damage anything? Oh lord, I did. I damaged the landing gear. Oh. Oh crap. Crap.
Radar failure. ACS failure.
Well, we just survived a crash. Turn the electrics off. Shut the engines down, like, immediately. Well, that didn't end very well, did it? Let's go ahead and open our canopy. Hey, we survived! I mean, it was a good touchdown. That's not what the problem was. It wasn't a touchdown. It was after how I controlled the aircraft afterwards. That's what did it. But that was fun, I guess. I guess I'm gonna cut it here. I don't know. I guess it's just a demonstration. This is coming up on DCS. Next episode will probably be some attacks and stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching this episode of DCS World. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!